All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Jus Dippin. I'm Zane Garcia.
I'm Shane Black.
And yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, and not a whole lot of time to do it. So
We are on a schedule.
we are on a schedule.
We have lives other than doing this.
Yes,
for
we
you.
do. I'll start with the shameless plug, just so we get them up why we're on the schedule here. So yeah, my show, Wait Until Dark, down at Avenue Theater opens tonight. It's on 417 East 17th Avenue, Denver, Colorado. You can buy tickets
case you didn't
online
know.
at avenuetheater.com. Just follow the links for tickets and whatnot. And yeah, it's a great show. Again, we open tonight. Very excited for it.
Yeah.
If you get the chance, come on out, man. It's playing every weekend, starting this weekend, and then we end November 7th as our last show date.
That's like professional theater.
It is a professional theater.
My God, Zane, look at you.
Look at me, growing.
Are you the blind woman? I forget.
No, I'm the husband.
Oh, dang. I was really hoping you'd be the blind
yeah,
woman.
if only.
Oh, help me.
Oh, help me, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Mercy. You're in New York. You're not Southern. Oh,
I
Lord.
do declare.
I don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
Yeah, amazing cast. Literally, the main girl is just so freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look for her on like Broadway and stuff. Like,
I'm looking.
yeah, I'm looking.
I'm looking out.
Yeah, all the guys in here in the movie, in the play are just wonderful. There's a girl. She's 14 years old. You wouldn't guess it by just like unless someone had told you, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't guess she's 14.
You wouldn't guess she's 14. Like a
Dang.
little prodigy. She's gonna go places. So.
Next,
Yeah.
Chloe Grace Moritz.
Chloe Grace Moritz. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like,
Hey, girl.
Chloe Grace Moritz.
Aww. Anyway.
Anyway, back to. Yeah. So, jump into what have we been watching? Go TV first.
Yeah.
Just to knock that.
Let's
out
just get TV out of the way because I got a lot of movies.
Shane's got a lot of movies. Yeah.
Only TV show I've started is Luke Cage. Came out last Friday,
Been meaning
so
to
I've
start
watched
that.
the first couple episodes of that.
Mhm.
Love it so far. Really good. Very different from the other two TV shows, which I'm liking a lot. But yeah, recommend it if you like the Marvel Netflix. It's right up there again.
Good.
They're just killing it in every way.
Just knocking them out.
Just
Everyone.
Just doing so good, so
Nice.
good. A lot of use of the N word.
Oh really?
Not expecting that.
I would not guess Marvel though.
No,
Disney
they-
to, like,
Well, I mean,
approve
Jessica
that.
Jones had like very long graphic sex scenes, and then this one, yeah, I knew you'd like it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
watching it now. I didn't have.
Now it's on
yet,
my
but
queue.
now- That's right. I got it.
just watching it on your phone, dang it. Yeah, but this one, because I mean, like most of the cast is African American, so
Mhm.
and it's just they throw it around and. Like it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. It was just very surprising to see a Marvel
Yeah.
property just be throwing
Probably
that
makes
around.
sense within the world. Too.
Yeah, and like throwing
it's-
the F-bomb around. And
Yeah.
that's what I like about the Netflix Marvel shows, that they're not afraid to be adult,
Yeah. Yeah.
unlike the movies, which I love, but
Mhm. Like Daredevil, it's very
very,
and violent.
very
Yeah,
bloody.
yeah. I don't remember if they threw any F-bombs around in Daredevil or not.
I know they shed like shit and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I mean, they did that in the Avengers too. So.
yeah.
Even though they made like a deal out of it. Okay. This is stupid. Yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I have for TV. If you haven't watched it, watch it. I recommend watching other shows as well, both seasons of Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching one show, been meaning to watch a whole lot. It's like
Mhm.
superhero shows coming out now. 'Cause
Yeah.
Flash just started up again.
Uh-huh.
Arrow and Supergirl are starting up and whatnot, so got all those to look forward to.
Do you watch Flash and Arrow?
I do. I didn't see the past season. That was
Okay,
last
yeah,
year.
I'm like halfway through both those seasons.
Oh,
I haven't watched
okay.
any of Supergirl.
I
It
haven't watched
didn't
any
appeal to me
Supergirl.
when I saw it,
Me
but
neither, and I keep hearing it's good, and so I'm like, maybe I should.
yeah, because I mean the previews for it looked terrible, so I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Like,
just
yeah.
I'm not gonna watch this crap. But apparently it's actually good, and I might catch up now that she's on CW and gonna be
Mhm.
like crossing over with the two shows.
Yeah,
So
and they can put them all together and
Yeah.
whatnot. So
yeah, I need to finish those seasons up sometime.
Yeah.
And Gotham.
no time. Oh, I gave up on Gotham.
Yeah,
Two
I watched
episodes
like
in, yeah.
half the first season. I was like, you are too like
It was just
too
pandering, I felt
fickle.
like.
Yeah,
it was
like
just-
sometimes it'd be like really good, other times it'd just be stupid as hell.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It was,
got
it was too
frustrating.
much.
Although I do hear it's getting a lot better. Like
Getting
it's
better as it
slowly
goes.
building up steam, which is good.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the one show I've been watching right now is New Girl.
Yeah,
I love New Girl.
that's a good
and
show.
This season, they're only 3 episodes in, and they're just knocking it out of the park
Yeah.
as usual. So
They have a I like New Girl. I don't like keep up with it, but it's a funny show.
it's a good one.
It's a very good show.
It's definitely one of my favorites, like airing right now.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely.
Yeah, and yeah, that's all I got for TV.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot.
I've been meaning to watch Westworld. I keep hearing really good things about that show.
Oh yeah, they only got one episode out right now too.
Yeah.
So we can get in on the ground floor.
Yeah. We can hop on
That
this
and
train
Mr.
right
Robot,
now.
like-
Yeah. Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I had people tell me about Mr. Robot like 2 episodes in, and they said the same thing, like get in now, Zane. That way, like you're not.
Uh-huh.
It's not Game of Thrones where I entered in like season 4, and I was like,
And-
what have I been doing?
Oh my god! Yeah, I've
Um,
been meaning to watch that show too, because
Yeah,
I hear that's amazing.
all the shows.
All the shows.
Yeah, it's too much good TV.
There's just too, but there's also a lot of bad TV.
Yeah, that.
Kevin can wait.
Kevin can wait.
Because that's what we needed was Kevin James back on television. Most of the people demanded.
Yeah. Yeah, so jump into movies. Do you want me to go first? Since
Yeah,
we have
sure,
Such
you-
an extensive list, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I watched another rape culture documentary. It was on Netflix. It was Audrey and Daisy.
Okay.
And this one was less about like it was more about just like these singular stories,
Uh-huh.
which I thought benefited. And it was really nice, and it was really like heartbreaking as usual. And
Yeah.
But yeah, it was more based on the girls and like what happened after them, and it really focused on. So spoiler alert: one girl killed herself, and then another girl just like her case went to trial, but they didn't have enough evidence and this and that, and so they got off, and then she just gets ridiculously bullied and just like all
Jeez.
kinds of stuff, and so it's more about like the backlash of it
Uh-huh.
than like the hunting ground was, where it was like, all right, we need to stop this from happening, and
It was more like an
yeah,
showing
so-
you, telling you what happened.
yeah, and so I thought it was better. It was more of a complete and like full-rounded documentary than Hunting Ground was.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they just kind of stayed on point. They knew what they were doing the whole time.
Yeah.
And they kept the focus very well.
Didn't go off on
Didn't
Jameis
go
Winston.
off on any Jameis Winston tangents. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Tough one to watch as usual.
Yeah. A lot of those documentaries are
Mhm.
tough to watch.
Yeah, especially when they're like very personal.
Yeah.
And like it's really like focused on like
The people.
what's happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's very real. Like it's a
Yeah, like
documentary.
Blackfish was hard to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. That was a tough one.
that one took a piece of me.
But yeah, so if you're looking for that, it's on Netflix and it's good. Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. It's a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh,
So
Yeah, it was
that's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
If you have at least a 7, that means it's a pretty damn good film.
Yeah, and then another one I watched, my library movie this week was Joy, the David
Okay.
Russell film with Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
And you know, it wasn't as bad as
Okay.
like the reviews and everything I got from going into it. It wasn't great. It by no means was it his best film
Yeah.
or anything. It was no like I Heart Huckabees or Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle. Fighter. I forget he did the
yeah,
Fighter.
Fighter.
Like, that one's so good, and it's
So
one that
good.
I always forget about. Yeah, that one's. Yeah, he was on a roll for
Uh-huh.
a while, and not that I'm like, oh, what are you doing now? Like, it was definitely a passion project, and I could tell he was inspired by it, but it just kind of shifted tones too much.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, and it was like it in the very beginning. It starts out like it almost feels like a Wes Anderson movie,
Uh-huh.
where like it's very quirky and like quick dialogue, and things are happening so fast without anything really happening.
Uh-huh.
And so there was that. And yeah, it was just kind of all over the place and too much, not a whole lot of focus.
Yeah.
And going into it, one of my friends had told me, it's just not a story he was very interested in. And I
Uh-huh.
agree with that. It wasn't a story like American Hustle.
Yeah.
Where it's so much going on and like you're encapsulated in it. Or even like Silver Linings Playbook, where it's just a more basic story
Uh-huh.
like that.
But the characters kind of bring you
Mhm.
into it.
Yeah, and so it just wasn't as interesting of a story just because you could see where he like put his own characterization
Yeah.
in it, but then he had to keep bringing it back to reality.
Yeah.
And bringing it back to like what actually happened, and then like what actually happened wasn't quite as like groundbreaking as
Yeah.
like a Silver Linings Playbook, where
Mhm.
he's like, all right, now this is gonna happen in this order, like it's real life, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna be as dramatic.
Yeah, exactly.
And so yeah, I think it was just kind of a tough blend between those two.
Uh-huh.
But acting wise, everyone like Jennifer Lawrence gives it her all in this
Yeah.
movie. Like,
That's what I heard.
Oh, man.
She's very good in it.
Yeah, I would even argue like her best performance.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately not a great movie around her, but
The
really great performance
performance
from her.
wise is good.
Robert De Niro. There's a scene where it flashes back. And it was another thing where it was like too much going on because in the beginning you're like getting to introduce all the characters and then they keep flashing back to like show like kind of how Robert De Niro's not a very supporting father, and I was like, why are we doing this? Like, it's great to see De Niro, and it brought one of the best De Niro scenes in the movie when they're like at her wedding. And Robert De Niro gets up to give a toast at her wedding, and he just goes on about how much he hates like the other family and like the family-in-law and stuff. And De Niro just does it so well. And it's so funny. It was pretty great. Yeah, and Bradley Cooper's in it for a hot second, and he's really good when he's in it. Yeah, everyone like acting was good.
Acting was good.
Yeah, it was just a tough story. I think just not the greatest. Story and like plot building, but
okay.
Yeah, I'd give it like maybe 6.
6 pickles.
6 pickles
out of 10.
Out of 10 pickles. Yeah.
Out of 10 jars.
Yeah, and then just yesterday at work, work at Denver Children's Home. Kids were watching a movie, Hotel Transylvania 2. I hadn't seen anything. I just whatever in my radar. I actually dug it, man. It was a fun one, man. It was.
You know that happens.
Yeah, I was like, this is fun. Yeah.
Last year we watched.
Great, but it was fun. Yeah.
We watched Shrek Forever After at work with the kids.
Yeah.
I think I was laughing more than the kids were. Like I was just in the back, like.
Yeah, that's how I was too, and I was
just chuckling to myself. While the kids are just like,
not Shrek again.
No, Shrek.
Yeah, Hotel Transylvania 2. I recommend it.
All right,
yeah,
you got a recommendation from Zane, guys, to go see Hotel Transylvania 2. Have you seen the first one?
No.
Okay.
Just the second one yesterday.
Man, now it'll be like a prequel.
Yeah,
it'll all come together.
Yeah, make more sense. Yeah, they're making a third one. I found out after I did research.
And this series just doesn't stop.
It's not gonna stop. Well, they got like it's that whole Adam Sandler crew.
Yeah.
Like everyone that does the Adam Sandler movies, they're all doing the voices for this one, and then like added people also.
Selena Gomez is his daughter, right?
Gomez, yeah, and like that was one of the better voice performances. I was like, who's this girl? And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's Selena Gomez. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Look at that. Yeah. So yeah, that was good. And then library movie. I didn't get another library movie. Joy was 2 weeks ago. But I wanted to bring it to you because I was at the library and I was like, so many options of these great movies I haven't seen.
Okay.
But I want to bring it to Shane. What should my next library movie be?
Okay.
I was going to put it to a vote, but we don't even have the second episode.
Bring it to the people!
By the time this episode gets out,
we're filming this and the second podcast has been uploading for at least 36 hours now.
So yeah, my 4 options right now were V for Vendetta.
Okay.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. Before Sunset, just to keep going on that series, and Tombstone.
Oh.
So, very odd list.
Very odd.
Nothing to do with it. Yeah, they're all like very different movies.
They're not the same genre. I'm going to say V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, the 5th of November is a big part of that movie, and it's coming up on us. Okay. Right. And it's probably one of the best graphic novel adaptations out there. Very great. Very good movie. I actually own that movie, I think. But, yeah, I bought that one blind. It was like on sale, and I was like, "Yeah, I've heard good things. Love the graphic novel.
Yeah,
it's really good.
All right,
really good. Probably I recommend that movie. Wachowskis before they went weird.
Oh, it's a Wachowski one.
I don't know if they made it, but they were involved in it somehow.
Involved in some way.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, V for Vendetta will be my next one. Next episode, I will.
Just you wait, guys.
Bring that. Just you wait. That's Hamilton.
Oh, great.
Alexander Hamilton.
So, is that all for movies?
That's all for me. Yeah, let's go on to you.
All right. Well, I've got a list here. I've got a long list because for those of you who don't know, every October, since I'm a big horror movie guy, I watch a horror movie every single day of the month leading up to Halloween. So, at least 31 movies. Sometimes I'll watch, more than one in a day. Well, depending on how I'm feeling.
Nice, yeah.
So this year it's like it's gaining traction amongst like my friends. Like it's just like a thing that like during the month like this is what Shane does. Mm-hmm. And I've had like people like ask to come watch it with me.
People join you.
Yeah, people join me. They'll like ask me what I'm watching that day and how it's going. People are following it on Facebook. So it's becoming a big thing, guys, and soon it's gonna take off. If you don't know
about it yet, I mean,
you guys are missing out.
Yeah. I had a question about you.
Okay.
About it with you.
About me?
Yeah, I had a question about you. What do you do?
I don't even know.
For like picking these movies, is it like a game time decision every day, or do you plan it out? Like, do you have a list?
Right? I mean, I have like a list of the movies that I am going to watch at some point during the month is like my favorite horror movies.
Okay. And you
Like
just never pick from
Conjuring,
the list.
Babadook, those movies I will watch at some point.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily have an order,
Okay.
but usually the first part of the month, the first half or so, I try to go for movies that I haven't seen before.
Mm.
And so I can do like on here. There's a lot of Netflix movies because there's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
lot of indie horror movies on there
Yeah. Yeah.
that sometimes are really good, sometimes aren't so good.
Mhm.
But usually like picking out I don't usually have an idea of what I want to watch until I am about to watch it. I'm like, okay. A lot of times I'll look at like the runtime, and be like, how much?
Do I have time? For
Yeah,
this?
because I mean, watching a movie every day can get
Yeah.
very cumbersome. So
So
it's like
a 2 hour.
yeah,
your
sometimes
day
like
at
I don't
least,
want to
yeah.
watch a 2 hour movie. I'll just go for an hour 20 or something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, the Wachowski brothers wrote.
They wrote it. Okay.
Oh, sisters, I guess now, because they're both
Yes,
trans.
they're both. Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, it's just kind of a decision I make on the moment. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, if I know who's coming to watch, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna watch this movie, and like I
Okay.
knew what movie I was gonna start with this year too.
Nice.
So great segue.
Yeah.
That movie, first movie I watched was Blair Witch Project, the original.
The original.
We talked about this a little bit in a previous podcast. I won't say too much on it, but love the movie. Very, very tense, just kind of simple,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of creepy and unsettling movie,
Mhm.
which I always like that kind of horror.
One of the first like found footage ones.
Yeah, it
like,
kind of sparked that whole movement of found footage.
Mhm.
And then Paranormal Activity kind of took it the next level.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's you have to be in the right setting to watch it though. I wouldn't watch it with a group of friends necessarily.
Yeah.
Just because if there's one person who's talking, it can ruin the whole movie.
Ruin
Because so
the
much of that movie is like quiet sound and all that. So you kind
Mhm.
of have to be silent during the movie and just kind of let yourself get into it. So if you're looking for, arguably a classic they haven't seen before, I recommend Blair Witch Project. Did a lot for the genre.
I agree.
Moving on to you're gonna say something?
Oh no, it's just great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. The second movie I watched was The Shallows, which
yeah,
was
what did
the
you think of
shark
that one?
movie. I wasn't a fan.
Wasn't a fan.
Yeah, I liked it up until we saw the shark.
At the very end.
Like
Yeah.
the
not even the very end when we really see the shark.
like right before she's about to be attacked is very tense and very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the shots that go underwater.
Where he's like going through the wave.
Yeah.
I assume it's a he. I
Yeah.
don't know what the shark is.
Dude, sexist.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Do not assume their gender. Yeah, that shot with the shark coming through the wave, that's a great shot.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shot.
Mm-hmm.
And just a lot of great use of like going underwater at certain moments and
And like coming back up.
yeah,
and
you're
whatnot.
not sure
Yeah.
like what's gonna happen. But then I don't know. It felt because like up until that point it felt very real.
Mhm.
But then the shark behaved in a very unreal way for me,
Yeah.
which like it was entertaining. I guess that wasn't. I didn't not enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it was like on TV, I'd probably watch it again. But I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a few parts I was like, I feel like a shark wouldn't do that.
Especially the ending.
The
of
ending didn't make
Like,
sense to me. Like,
yeah. And I told you after I saw it,
Yeah.
I like dug it all the way until the ending. Like
Yeah.
even in those middle parts where it's like, I don't think the shark would do that. I was like, my suspension of disbelief. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, I'll just
keep going with it.
I'll let the movie do this.
But yeah, the ending just got a little too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
she like propels herself on the line.
Well,
and
even with the whole like a buoy thing, where
Yeah.
he's like jumping on the buoy
Yeah.
and trying to knock it over, I was like, the shark would not be this aggressive.
I don't.
Like,
Yeah, because I read afterwards too. Like I was like, is the shallows realistic? It's not. They were like a great white would leave long before it does. Like it
Mhm.
knows when to give up on hunting, especially when there's a freaking dead whale right there full of meat for
yeah,
you to
yeah.
eat.
That's what like kept me in it for a while because I was like, all right, the whale's there.
Yeah.
And he knows like he keeps coming back and eating people.
Uh-huh.
So he like associates there's food there.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I was like, okay, I can believe that he keeps coming back to this area.
Yeah, but
But
then
then after a while, I was like, okay, he knows there's not food.
yeah, he's just going after this one girl for no reason
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah.
this rock,
Mhm.
and he won't leave. And also, there's like because he's like swimming that circle around her, and she
Mhm.
times how long.
Yeah.
But she gets in the water when it passes at one point to get something.
Uh-huh.
And like in the movie, it just has apparently the shark is just set on that path, and I was like, can't the shark just turn around and swim back?
Yeah,
I was
or
like-
just beeline.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
as soon
think
as he
that
smells
works.
the blood like from her leg.
Yeah, she's bleeding profusely, like she's
Yeah.
not clean. But I mean, I hate sharks. I'm terrified of them, so that definitely upped the tense moments
Mhm.
for me. But yeah, the ending just kind of dropped it for me too.
Yeah.
It was like the weird like Also looked like cartoony when it like crumpled
Yeah,
and like
the
got
whole
impaled,
yeah.
and it's just like
Yeah.
staring at her. And then the ending with like Sia, like a weird like Sia pop song playing. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you just kind
And
of
like running in the beach.
yeah.
I'll swim again.
And she should have lost her leg.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
she should not have just been able to sew that up and have it heal into
Yeah,
a scar. Like
yeah,
that egg
it's
should
done,
be
yeah.
gone. That leg is done for.
Yeah.
And also, I laughed a lot with the bird.
Yeah.
She like puts it on the board and it's like, go,
No.
bud. I thought for sure she was just gonna like throw it in the water to like distract it, but she just sets it free.
Oh, that would have been funny. Just take the bird.
Just get it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's one that still might make my top 10 just because I love sharks so much.
okay.
Yeah, and like there was so much good in that it outweighed the bad for me.
Okay.
Like you said, the first half of the movie
Is
was
really well done.
good enough for me. Oh man,
A little too exposition-y at some points with the dialogue,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
it's not enough to like really drag
Mhm.
it down.
Yeah, and that movie had one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that
great
first one.
trailers.
But yeah, sorry, you got a list to get to.
Yeah, no problem. And also, it's just like there's been so many people dead on that beach, but no one noticed. Like, what happened to the drunk guy that got bit in half?
Oh yeah, he just kept crawling, I guess. Yeah.
Because the guys come back and they
Yeah.
don't see it. There's a little boy that comes by, they don't see it. Also, how did the shark bite him in half and then just spit it out,
just
not eat
spit
it?
I mean, maybe he just bit the half and like went down to get it, and he just swam.
I don't know,
Maybe,
but
maybe.
you can't read too much into it. I guess I was just hoping for more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be no Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws, you can't beat Jaws.
Mhm.
All right, so then my third movie was Hush.
Batman comic.
Not the Batman. Yeah, I saw your comment on it, and I was like, I don't know if you're serious or not. Yeah, your comments on these statuses just get great every time. You're just harassing me. But so it's just it was released on Netflix. It was made this year. It's made by the same guy who did Oculus, which got my interest. It's very. Have you ever seen The Strangers?
Yes.
It's very Strangers-like.
Mm.
It's like kind of like Strangers mixed with Don't Breathe a little bit.
Oh.
Where not Don't Breathe. I mean You're Next, which is another great horror movie. So
okay.
it's about this deaf girl who kind of lives secluded in this cabin, and this killer comes, but she can't hear. So like there's a lot of creepy stuff where she's kind of walking around and she doesn't notice that he's like in the house like next to her. And but then like kind of like turns where it becomes more of like she starts fighting back, so it becomes like a cat and mouse game between the two. So it's really interesting. I liked it a lot. I recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's only like hour and a half, pretty short, pretty simple. I don't think it's as good as Oculus, but I recommend it. It has some creepy parts to it. Then my fourth movie, another one on Netflix. It's We Are Still Here, which I'd heard about last year when it was going to be released, and just a very simple ghost story of this older couple that moves into this house, and there's like a family of ghosts there that haunt it, but then like the house needs like a sacrifice. There's like a whole bunch of stuff in it. It's one of those movies where I wouldn't necessarily say it was a great movie, but I liked it a lot and I enjoyed it. If you are just like in the mood to just be a little creeped out like one afternoon, excuse me, again, it's on Netflix. Just throw it on there and watch it. There's some pretty creepy parts to it, and there's also some not so creepy parts to it. And but it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie to watch. I really enjoyed it.
Like Hotel Transylvania too.
It's exactly like Hotel Transylvania too. It's not a great movie. But it's there.
Scary parts.
It's got some scary parts. All right, it's getting real spooked. They're in Hotel Transylvania. Oh boy.
Vampires.
All right. Gotta get through this list. No, you were good. Night number 5 was You're Next. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, I love that.
Love that movie. Made by Adam Wingard and Simon Barrett, the guys behind VHS and the new Blair Witch. And it's just a new take on a slasher home invasion film, which I like. Where
got some twists and turns.
Yeah, the girl ends up being just a badass.
Yeah.
And fighting back against the killers, and it's like funny and like there's some good creepy parts to it, but it's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's just such a blast.
great use of that song in the beginning.
Oh yeah, the one that's repeated
Magic
every
in the
time.
Moment or whatever
Yeah,
that song is.
and it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
is
yeah.
repeated throughout the film over and
Mhm.
over again.
Yeah.
That really
Great
good.
use of that one. Like,
Yeah.
my favorite like aspect of the
Yeah.
movie. I was like, yes.
Watch it. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. I've seen it before. Like I said, most of these are movies that I'm just trying to. I haven't seen for the first time. I'm trying to look at and watch for the first time, and just to kind of get better idea of what's out there and watch other movies. Actually, this list is only have 2 left. Wasn't as long as I thought it would be. The sixth one I watched was They Look Like People, another Netflix movie. Kind of strange. It's like a psychological horror. So basically, the basic premise is there are these 2 friends who kind of reunite randomly, and one of them, his name's Wyatt, ends up staying with the other one. I think his name's Christian, and Christian's like, he was very nerdy, very skinny as a kid, so and like not really a manly, and so and so now he's like on the internet all the time, like he's not a man.
Funny explanation.
He wasn't a man, guys.
Sorry, so he's on the internet all the
Yeah,
time.
he's like kind of like googling like how to be a man. Like he's all into lifting weights, kind of trying to act macho to over like compensate for what he wasn't.
Okay.
And then Wyatt is kind of the main focus, and he is convinced that people around him are becoming monsters. And you're not really sure if he's just like losing his mind or if like this thing's happening, because like at night he keeps having nightmares of people he knows morphing into creatures, and then he wakes up and his phone rings, and he picks it up and there's like distorted voices telling him to like plan for an attack, and like Armageddon's coming, and like he has to fight against these monsters. And so it's just like this slow decay of his mental state while he's staying with Christian, trying to like figure out if he's crazy or not. Really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It's only like 80 minutes long, so it's super short.
Short one, yeah.
With the last one, with We Are Still Here, it's not like necessarily a great movie, but for a Netflix one, again, I enjoyed it. I'd recommend watching it at least once just to see what you think.
Yeah.
Acting surprisingly good in it for like an indie movie.
Yeah.
No one like big is in it, but they all did a pretty good job, I thought. The 2 guys do a really good job of their friendship and the connection between them 2.
Nice. I love that.
So I recommend that one.
Movies. Also, thought of like someone is having these thoughts of something that might happen, and you're like, is it real or is it not?
Yeah.
There's a movie. I think I said it in the first podcast, maybe. The what's it called? Take Shelter.
Yes, with
the Michael Shannon and Jessica Chastain. Yeah, it's kind of the same idea where it's like a modern day like Noah's Ark type thing where he keeps having these dreams that like the apocalypse is coming, and so he's got to like build a shelter and stuff, and the whole time you're like, is he or is he not? Like, is this real or is it not? But yeah, I just love that concept in movies. So, yeah, I'll definitely. We Are Still Here. Is that what it's called?
No, They Look Like People.
Oh, okay.
Is that one? We Are Still Here is the ghost story.
Oh,
but I also recommend that. Okay. All right, then the last one I watched last night was the remake of Evil Dead.
Yeah,
which I've seen before, 2013.
13. Okay.
Love that movie. Hold on, we got more video issues. Okay. Just hold on one second. All right, memory card's full somehow. So, well, we don't have much longer on this podcast, so we're gonna go back to audio as usual. All right, so Evil Dead remake. Just a fun movie. It's not really like the most terrifying movie, I'd say.
Yeah.
Very bloody, very graphic, but I don't know. I love watching it. It's just an adrenaline rush.
I did not realize until I went back that the girl in Evil Dead that like goes crazy and
is Don't Breathe.
Yeah, is the Don't Breathe girl.
I didn't, Jane Levy.
Connect those, yeah.
And it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Fede Alvarez, the same director, and so I don't know. He's had 2 just great movies, so he's a name that's on my list of who to watch. But if you can handle gore, if you can handle a lot of blood and a lot of just like limbs flying off, it's worth a shot. It's not like
good gory fun.
Yeah. It's the kind of gore that you just kind of laugh and just go along with it.
Puking blood on people. That was my favorite
moment. Just red on her face. The tongue with the knife, though, that's the part that gets me the most when she licks the knife. Anyway, so those are the movies I watched so far. Don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. Might be It Follows. It's a great movie. Might be The Witch.
Good one.
we'll have to see. Yeah, that's I think that's it for now on movies. We'll probably do another podcast before this month is over, so
We'll get more.
I can
Finish.
get
more
get more
movies in
movies to
there.
talk about in there. So
yeah, I'll
yeah,
see V for Vendetta by the next time we do the podcast.
all right,
and then,
all right.
Yeah, we still got time. Right?
Yeah,
How
we
much-
still got
okay,
a decent amount of time.
It just sounded like you were wrapping up. You're just wrapping up movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, should I go play or we go sports then?
Let's
play?
do play.
Okay. So I also saw play. Got some culture in me. Besides just being in
Good old
plays.
culture.
Yeah, good old culture. It was a musical, Spring Awakening, and I'm a sucker for musicals. Like, usually when I go see a musical, I love the music. Only if I like see a movie musical that I'm not in love with the music right away. So weird. Like, if I see it live, I'm in love. So yeah, music was good again, and Spring Awakening is kind of about just like teen angst.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of teens that are. It's just set in an odd time period in Germany in like 1800s. Which, naturally, yeah, of course, right? And this musical is just begging to be set in like modern day high school. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why no one does that. Like, just put it in there, man. And you can argue there's some things like, no, modern day high school wouldn't do this, this, or that. And I'm like, no, I don't care. Just put it in there. It is so much more is gonna make more sense if you do it. But yeah, it's about teen angst. It's about like these two main boys. One's failing school, and they just kind of don't know what to do with their lives. And all the boys are very sexually crazed, as you know, teenage boys are. Yeah. And all the girls are kind of just like figuring out what's going on with the world, like their place in the world and everything. And so it culminates with this like a central love story between the main girl and the main guy. But it's got a reputation for being controversial because it's these teens acting out like. There's a bunch of stuff happening in this movie. Like, people are getting beat, sex scenes. There's all kinds of
That's a lot.
language
That's
and like
a lot
songs
going on.
and stuff. Yeah. And yeah, it's got a lot going on. But it also felt like it was very much just like that's what it was about. It was like, look at how controversial we are. And I didn't like that aspect. I got to the point where I was like, no, I don't like. No, I know this is gonna.
Like,
don't make too big of a deal.
They just went too much for like the shock, like.
Yeah, exactly. Too much for the shock. And then they didn't like in this particular production. It was a college production. And so obviously they're not gonna be actually like beating each other and stuff.
You think.
You
never know.
Or.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just too like. Desensitized in that aspect to where they're making a big deal of this moment and then not a whole like every time someone slaps someone else you can tell it's like the hit on the leg on the side and stuff. You're just like their head moves before the hand, like the hand's up and the head's already moving and stuff like
the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was all that kind of stuff, and that really just kind of took me out of it.
Yeah.
And I was not a fan of the main guy in it. Everyone else was great. Yeah, we got a friend in the play. And she was phenomenal. Best performance I've seen her in. I think I've only seen her like two.
Ooh.
But, yeah.
Yikes.
But yeah, but everyone was great except that main guy. He looked the part. Beautiful man. Just tall drink of water, you know. And great singing voice. Like when he was singing, he was phenomenal. But it was not a great actor. Every time it was like an acting, just like lines of dialogue. I was like pulling teeth out with him. I was like, good lord, this guy can't do it. Just sing your lines, man.
Sing it.
Just sing it, man.
Stop talking.
Take your shirt off.
It'll make this so much better.
Yeah, there's a scene he's in the sex scene and he takes his shirt off and then he just like pulls down so his butt's out, but that's it. And you can tell his pants are still on. So yeah, and like that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, if you're gonna go for it at least. Like,
stop mooning us.
So I got up to him. He's like, all right, I've seen the rest of your body. Let's have it. Let's see the cock.
Just get up on stage.
Just whip it out.
Come on, let's give it to me.
See what you're working with here.
Is this why you're hiding it?
But overall, I'll probably see, like, if I see it come around again, I'll probably see more productions of it.
Okay.
Yeah, great music. Favorite song was called "The Bitch of Living," or just
sounds
like
good.
Teen angst stuff, like teen angst rock and roll and stuff. So it was good.
All right.
Yeah. So
Good.
I think they end this weekend. So. Can't
Bummer.
see that particular production.
We missed that.
Well,
Missed
yeah.
our shot there.
Yeah.
Oh, one more quick thing about movies. I watched Batman vs Superman again recently. Watched the
yeah.
extended cut.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Like, I'm sorry.
Especially the extended cut,
Yeah,
man. Just get a lot in there. Yeah.
I don't know why people hate it so much, but man, I love it.
Yeah, man.
So much fun.
So good.
Ben Affleck is just so good.
Yeah.
Everyone's good in it. Like, I love
super
Henry
excited
Cavill.
for his
Solo film?
movie with Joe Magnia. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But
Yeah.
Maggiano.
Maggi-
Joe Maggiano, I think is his
Maggiano.
name, or something
There's
like
definitely
that.
L's in there.
Yeah. Maglian Malalino. But yeah, Deathstroke.
Yeah.
It's good. Jeremy Irons is a great Alfred.
Oh yeah, and I love that like their connection. Like you got more into like that connection with Nolan's Batman's. But yeah, I think they have a great like chemistry.
Yeah, and I like that Alfred's different from the Nolan Batmans too. He's more kind of like he's tough. He's like a tough Alfred. Like,
Yeah, he's definitely
he's
like
not
the
putting up with
military
Bruce's shit.
background guy. Yeah.
Which I like a lot. So yeah, I love that movie. It's probably going to be my top 10 of this year.
Oh, it's making my top 10.
Oh
also.
yeah, maybe top 5. I can't.
Yeah, we're gonna get some backlash.
Oh yeah, but
care.
come on, bring it on, public. I don't.
Yeah.
So hyped for Justice League because of it.
Oh yeah.
But should we move on to sports before we wrap up here?
Yeah,
Since
sports.
It's gonna be a short podcast.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have any like music or anything either. Yeah. All right. Sports. Yeah, sports. So yeah, 49ers. They suck. They are who I thought they were. They're gonna be the 3 and like 13 team.
It's a bummer.
I hope they put Kaepernick in. Navarro Bowman went out last week, so we've lost all hope in this season. I hope we crash and burn and get Deshaun Watson in the draft next year. But that's my thoughts on.
And that's it for 49ers.
Fire Chip Kelly.
Get him out of there. Yeah, I even picked them to win against the Cardinals.
I thought they would, man.
They looked like they could.
Yeah.
And
the most
until
frustrating
that
thing
interception.
for me is that like I understand if we can't play a high level of defense, like Chip Kelly's defense isn't meant to play like shutout defense like they did week 1. But we need to score points.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna run this Chip Kelly offense, if you're gonna
gotta
have this in
score
here,
points.
you need to score points. And if they had just like came out firing away, they would have beat the Cardinals because the Cardinals were slow that game. And they just benefited from just rushing the crap out of Gabbert and having Gabbert become classic Gabbert. So
not hitting open men.
Not hitting.
There were like 3 touchdowns he missed, like wide open.
And
yeah,
you need Kaepernick in there. I think he's just more poised back there.
Yeah, I hope they put Kaepernick in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Yeah. But happy news. Broncos are good, everyone.
Broncos are doing pretty good.
Broncos look like the best team in the NFL to me.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely up there. I'd say Vikings are probably up there with them too. We'll have to see what happens now that Brady's back with the Pats. But Broncos, their defense is playing
Just lights
great.
out.
They absolutely destroyed Jameis Winston.
Oh, yeah.
He was getting throttled all game. Simeon's out.
Yeah, news. Paxton Lynch is starting this week. You're not going to hear this for a month, but yeah.
Hopefully that we don't hear that again for a long time. Not that I dislike Lynch. I just want more Simeon. I love Simeon.
It's too early for
Lynch. It's too early, I think.
I don't think it's a bad thing, though.
No, I mean
it's a good thing to get a start under his belt, and then, bring back Simeon when he's healthy.
And again, I mean, the Falcons have one of the worst defenses in the league, so that's good. It's their offense that's scary, but our defense is, elite, so hopefully... I'm confident we can win it tomorrow. I'm actually going to the game.
Oh, really?
So
nice.
that'll turn out to be a pretty good game.
Yeah. Get a keep to lead before he gets suspended.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, keep to lead in the case they found that he shot himself, so a suspension is definitely coming. They're guessing anywhere from like 4 to 6 games, kind of right now. Hopefully it's 1 or 2.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, I heard initially like 8 games, and I was like, what? No. And
that's the rest of the season.
yeah. But yeah, and we'll see what happens with Talib. There was talks of like getting rid of him last year in the offseason. But yeah, it's just kind of the debate of like, is his skill good enough to outweigh the other drama that goes on with him?
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm gonna say this year, yes.
He might be the best cornerback in the league right now.
Yeah, and him and Chris Harris are such a great
combination,
combo.
and Roby in there too. Their secondary of the Broncos. I mean, there's really not a lot of weaknesses in the Broncos defense.
No, yeah.
But I
it's
mean,
ridiculously like depth too. They
yeah,
have depth at
safeties,
every position,
cornerbacks, linebackers, D line. Everyone's so just good.
Amazing, yeah.
But yeah, the combination of Talib and Chris Harris Jr. is
just
beautiful
deadly.
thing.
Because if you got a big receiver, like
Yeah.
Talib is great at covering those just big
yeah,
guys.
he's so
and,
physical.
And then if you got like a small, quick guy, like Chris Harris is amazing at covering
Yeah.
those that Akib can't really like keep up with. But yeah, the one guy that like just demolished both of them was Antonio Brown, the best receiver in the league.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
and he does that to everyone.
Yeah, you can't stop Brown.
Yeah.
You really can't stop Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you have Stewart and Ward to back them up when they need it.
Knock their heads off. Like
Stewart, oh my God, Stewart's one
goodness.
of the best hitters in the league.
Yeah, Ward too. Like
yeah.
both, like I would hate to take a hit from.
They're both so
I'd hate
fast.
to take a hit from anyone in the NFL, but them especially.
Yeah, they come flying in and they'll just wreck you. So I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a good one. Hopefully,
Yeah, I think
our run game's gonna
game
need to
of the
step
week.
up tomorrow. I think for us to really
I think
pull off the win, we're gonna need a good game from CJ and Booker.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they can, just because again the Falcons defense just isn't that great. But you never know. They could come out. They could end up playing lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Never know. But here's hoping.
Here's hoping. Yeah. Yeah, and then they got the Chargers next week, right?
Yeah, we go Chargers on Thursday night, so we have a short week
Thursday.
here.
Yeah.
I think we're at the Chargers for this one because it goes at Chargers. I want to say Texans here, then Chargers come here again. So we get Chargers like
Chargers 3 weeks in there. Yeah.
Relatively back to back.
Yeah.
We get Brent in between there. Brent Osweiler.
Brent Osweiler.
I just call him Brent.
I was like, who are you talking about? That'll be fun for the Broncos. Get Bosweiler in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that Watt's out too, I hope Vaughn just has a field day with Brock.
I think they're all gonna have a field day on Brock. And then just Chris Harris or Akib on DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The crowd's gonna be booing like crazy on Brock.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, bold call from my part. I think Paxton Lynch might start 2 games in a row.
2 games in a row.
With that short week.
Okay.
I think they give him 2 starts and then
let Simeon have more time
to fully heal.
Okay.
And then let Simeon finish out the year.
Okay.
And that way they know he's good to go for the full year.
Yeah.
Which would be a bad thing. Like as long as Paxton doesn't completely shit the bed this week.
It's kind of like what they did last year with Peyton almost. Like give Peyton all the time he needs to heal. Put him in when we need him.
Yeah. Brent.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think they might do a little bit more of that.
Also, just because the Chargers are falling apart.
That too. Yeah,
it's just sad to watch.
Yeah. Luckily, Phillip Rivers still gets a lot of fantasy points for all. For all Zanes. For Team Will Fork You with my Peterson. That's my team name.
It's such a great name.
It's funny because like Will Fork was on the Texans defense and I had Adrian Peterson. And I traded the Texans defense, and Adrian Peterson got hurt, so I dropped him. So I don't have either of those. Like, I have no reason to be named that anymore.
But you got him.
But I don't want to change the name
because it's a good name.
It's a good name.
Will Forky with my Peterson.
And I'm not doing horribly. I'm staying like middle of the pack.
That's
in my
good.
League,
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in a fantasy league?
I'm not doing like fantasy football, but I'm doing a bunch of pick'em leagues.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah. So we have one here at the house where we just pick who's gonna win each game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Old Chicago has a pick'em league, and it's free. And so it's called Beat the Leader. And how it works is every week, whoever has the most amount of points is the leader of your whichever store or restaurant you choose. So we have the one in Broomfield.
Yeah.
And if you're the leader, you get a $25 gift card every time, no matter what. Every week they'll hand one out.
Wow.
And then next week, if you pass that score, you get a free appetizer. So I got a free app right now that's just sitting there waiting, just waiting to sling it out there to get my nod. Yeah, just dipping, just for the podcast.
We'll do our podcast from
at Old Chicago, so we have the just dipping sauce with us. So yeah, I'm doing that too, and then I'm also in a Survivor pick.
Oh, okay.
So it's like every week you pick a team, and if they lose, you're out. But if they win, you keep going, and you can only choose a team once per season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so once you choose a team, you can't pick them again for the rest of the
Wow,
season.
that's.
So yeah, you have to
Have you chosen the Broncos yet?
No, I'm
Okay,
like say
you're
the
saving that
Broncos, the
one.
Patriots,
Yeah.
Panthers. Although now I don't know if I should even bother with the Panthers because they're
Maybe one of those Bucks games.
yeah, but they're they're a
Save
mess.
that, yeah.
Them and the Cardinals. It's
Have
crazy
you
how much
picked
of a
the
mess they're.
49ers yet?
I don't think so.
Oh god,
I
you're
know.
in trouble. Whenever you have to pick those guys.
God damn
Well,
it.
there's only 17 weeks, right?
Uh
And yeah, so feasibly, you could go without picking.
huh. The math is there.
Yeah, don't pick them or I don't trust the Titans or the Jaguars ever either. So
Oh no,
keep-
or the
keep your eye on
Browns.
those. Oh yeah, forget they're in the league.
They're barely a
Yeah.
team, and I feel bad that they have to be the team to face Tom Brady in his first game back.
Yeah. Although another like bold call I'm making is that I don't think Brady's gonna be Brady when he comes back.
You
At
don't
least
think
not
so?
at the first. I think 3 games he's gonna be kind of iffy.
Okay,
Um,
interesting.
I don't think he's gonna lose to the Browns, just because I don't think anyone's gonna lose to the Browns.
How do you lose to the Browns? You have to just not show up. That's the only way
they
you can
could
lose to the
literally
Browns.
put me at quarterback in that game, and I'm just kidding. I couldn't do that. I get my head taken off by someone.
But yeah, interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I want
hard to tell.
him to be iffy,
Mm-hmm.
just because
Just 'cause, yeah.
I hate the Pats.
Mhm.
But part of me also wants to see him just go off, just to show Goodell, just like a big middle
Just-
finger,
Yeah.
because I can't stand Goodell.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Browns just have to be the unlucky recipients of this first game back.
The wrath of Belichick. Yeah.
Yeah,
Belichick. I don't know how to say his name.
whatever. He's the evil emperor, and he's the best coach like ever.
Yeah.
He's insane. I was watching like ESPN today. At the bottom, they were showing like injury reports for NFL teams, and it was the Patriots, and they had both Brissett and Garoppolo listed. I was like, what's even the point of saying they're questionable? They're not playing. Brady's
No,
back.
yeah.
Like that's not gonna have any impact
I
on
guess
it.
they got to put someone in just
Yeah.
in case Brady goes down. Edelman. I don't know.
I think Edelman's the backup.
Yeah.
I think Norwood's our emergency. If
Really?
Lynch goes down, if Davis is still hurt, I think Norwood's
Yeah.
gonna be our QB.
Norwood, yes.
Put in
Just put back like 2 running backs back. Just try and charge.
Wildcat it.
Yeah.
Just have Bibbs, Booker, and CJ all back there.
Yeah.
See what happens. That's really all I got for sports, though.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull up the like schedule. We can do our own little pick'em.
Okay.
Here.
Actually, I haven't. Have I made my picks? I did make my picks.
Oh,
Let's see. Let me pull my picks up. God, I hope I
Oh yeah, if you
did
just
made
pull
my.
up your picks, that'd be.
I
easy
hope I
to.
made my picks. If not, then.
I did.
Oh, I definitely did because I chose Niners over Cardinals.
Sorry.
It's all right, man. They had promise at first and they lost it.
I always do. Whenever this app loads. So close. The house is going crazy.
My God.
Yeah, we missed you at football today, man.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it.
It was good. I had a one-handed interception for a pick 6. It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
It sounds orgasmic.
All right, so here we go. So 49ers and
my picks are not loading.
Cardinals. Yeah, we'll just make them right now
Alright.
if they're not exact. Washington at Baltimore.
I'm gonna say Baltimore on that one.
I'm gonna say Washington.
Okay.
I also have Kirk Cousins on my.
Well, that'll do it.
team. New England at Cleveland.
New England.
New England. Philadelphia at Detroit.
Philadelphia. They're
Philadelphia.
playing.
Yeah,
great right now.
I thought
Who-
they were gonna be worst team in the league.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Chicago at Indianapolis. That's a
I
tough
want to
one.
say Colts,
Mhm.
but I have a feeling the Bears will pull this one off.
I'm gonna say Colts as a hopeful.
Okay,
Just like I want to see them do good.
I know.
I
Poor Luck.
want to see Frank Gore do whatever luck. Frank Gore, man. Oh shoot. Okay. Tennessee at Miami. What a matchup.
What a cluster.
I'm gonna go Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee too.
Uh,
Miami just is falling apart. It
Mhm.
seems.
Houston at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
That-
New York Jets at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, I think.
I think Pittsburgh. Atlanta at Denver.
Denver.
Yeah. Cincinnati at Dallas.
I'm gonna say Cincy.
I'm gonna say Dallas in
Okay.
Dallas.
Oh, it's
But-
in Dallas.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
tough
say
one, yeah.
Dallas. Although
Just
I
'cause
think,
it's in Dallas,
I
it's a
chose
tougher,
the
yeah.
Bengals in my pick'em league.
Yeah, that's a toss up though. Buffalo at Los Angeles.
I'm gonna say Rams.
I'm gonna say Rams as well. San Diego at Oakland.
Gonna say Oakland, but I hope the Chargers can pull off an
Same,
improbable win.
Yeah. New York Giants at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Can't
Carolina.
miss out for that game.
I'm just going to say Carolina.
Yeah, me too.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and then Jaguars, Chiefs, and Saints and Seahawks are on bye.
Okay.
So yeah, there you go. Our pick 'em for the week.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Damn it.
All right. Well, that just about does it. I think
Yeah,
we have a
that's
shorter
right at the end
podcast this
there.
week.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I got to get going, and we just don't have a lot to.
We don't live to please you guys, so we got stuff going on. Sorry, I don't mean that. My life is dedicated to all of you. But thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we'll get this one up soon. Who knows?
Yeah, and as these start coming up, feel free to comment if you want anything to change on the podcast.
Yeah,
or
interact
anything
with
like that.
us. Give us comments either via Facebook, via YouTube, what have you. Let us know. Give us feedback. Might even start having like guest speakers at some point too. Bring some guest stars on here. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Fuckers.